Shubor naga Snem jong Nongsan Hima.
Kynhun Myntri ke Sarkar Jalna kala ai jing Mynjur ka pa policy jong Snem arajar arpusau balingba kini ka policy ke Sarkar kala Buhthong bala bantai ki project Pynmih Bording hagini ki prasnem hadu Hapoh Snem ki bala ban Pynmih Kumba 8,000 hanyos pa megawatt. Kynhun Myntri kala ai jing Mynjur ya kani ka jingyalang ka balalong haga arpo hundre terik urempang arajar arpusau. Haba keren sikilat pathai kubor Myntri ketenat Bording u Abu Taher Mandal uliat ho balingba kini ke policy ke Sarkar jela kan sa shim ki senjam bantai ki project Bording kamtam ki basutan ban Pynmih Bording lani ki pump storage hydro project.
Today we have discussed about the new power policy in a very thorough manner, and the cabinet has agreed the new power policy. This component is same. Some new addition is there, as you are aware that our earlier power policy was not having anything called pump storage project. We have a little bit changed the criteria for solar energy as per the requirement of renewable power purchase obligation, and then we are also encouraging the investor to come to the state so that new power projects come. These are the basic things that we have added. As of now, no power project is not functioning well. All are functioning well.
Since
all the power sectors we have included into our new power policy.
so when this thermal power projects,
That is a different thing, because it can come directly from the state government, from the central public sector units, from independent power producers. Power policy is basically a guidelines that how we will start the power policy.
Only one element was added. What is the need of a new policy? It should have been.
Actually, there was one allotment quite a long time back to NIPCO, 500 megawatt. But you must be aware that now NIPCO is a subsidiary company of NTPC, and they have decided that NIPCO will be now only dealing with green energy. So NIPCO itself has written us that they want to scrap this power policy. So accordingly, we have scrapped. New old power policy came in 2010, and this year it is 2024. 14 years have elapsed, and by the meantime there is big changes in the power scenario. So we needed new power policy.
But the NIPCO thing has been pending for long. It is not a new thing. 300 megawatt.
You mean to thermal?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was there, but they have written that they don't want to go ahead with the power project.
So what is power policy to do with the NIPCO? The state power policy.
We have nothing to do with power policy. Have nothing to do with NIPCO.
But they requested for new policy.
They have requested. I don't know. No, we have given the scope for having pump storage project. Our earlier power policy was not having, because this is a new thing into the power industry. So how do we go about if we want to have our own pump storage project? So that's why we have brought it into the new power policy.
And how many pump storage projects we are going to have?
No, this is a policy matters.
This is a
after
policy,
that, after that only
in the pipeline,
state utility will think that whether they can go ahead or not, or maybe central PSUs they will think, or private party may come. As per this, then only we will see that whether it is feasible to give them or not. That is
how
the,
this is
So why
going
I'm
to help?
asking, because we have seen the government of India through the Ministry of Power has entrusted NTPC to undergo a study, feasible study
actually
to
I'll
have
just deviate from there. We have entered into an agreement to see whether the feasibility is there. If feasibility is not there, then no point of having that provision into the power policy. Now we found that there are some basins where we can have the pump storage project. That's why we are bringing it into the power policy.
How many such areas?
There are many. There are many. We have gone for this power policy for all, for hydropower also, for thermal power also, for power storage project also, for solar, for thermal. Even we are thinking other green initiative like hydrogen, all these things. When it will come, we will take that into consideration also. It is not that we have just brought this power policy to facilitate pump storage projects.
But
No.
hydro and thermal are
Yeah,
have always been
it is there, but we will be giving some incentives also. We are working on it. If incentives are can be given to get this producer come in our state and invest.
How this policy is going to improve our power situation?
This will be more friendly. So from central PSUs or maybe IPP, independent power producer, may come and invest. All along last 10-15 years, we have not seen any power project is coming up other than Ganol from state side and also Riangdo from state side.
Total, how many power projects are there? Total, state-owned.
I will tell you. Say Umiam Hydel Power Project, stage 1, that is having 36 megawatt. Stage 2, 20 megawatt. Stage 3, 60 megawatt. Stage 4, 40 megawatts. Then New Omtru is having 40 megawatts. Then Leshka is having 126 megawatt. 22.5 megawatt is there in Ganol. We are having two small hydropower project. One is Sonapani, 1.5 megawatt, and one is Lakro, 1.5 megawatt. Only this time I think 4 or 5 we have scrapped. Kynhun stage 1, then around Mau, and then Kynhun stage 2. This is not yet done, sir. Oh, this is not done. Only 4 or 5 I think we have scrapped.
What was the reason for scrapping? Because you have signed again scrapping, again redoing.
When we have scrapped, there is a time frame for preparation of DPR, for preparation of all other things. There is a time frame. And you see all were awarded somewhere in 2007, 2008, 9, 10. After the lapse of almost 10 years, nothing has happened. That's why we scrapped this one. There, after repeated correspondence to these independent power producers, they are not coming forward or cooperated for going ahead with the power projects. Then we thought that better is scrap, and we give opportunity for other people who want to invest.
Main thing is the government has been trying to execute some projects, and when they held public hearing, they have to face many opposition, which led to cancellation of such projects also. In this policy, in what way it is going to address?
No, this policy is supporting the developers, whoever it be, as per land issue is concerned, as per the existing rules and acts. So that way it will be suffice to help them. But one thing we got to understand, in case of private lands, we got to convince the landowners, then only we can help this one. That problem is everywhere. Naturally, it is here also.
Hapoh pinsha shisho igi binta ba kongsan jongni ka policy u chairman cum managing director ka Meghalaya Energy Corporation Limited u Sanjay Goyal ulaong bahagini ki prasnem hadu Snem ka thong kalong bantay ki project Bording ha ka ba anlaru bantay lingba ki nongbay pisa lani da ka ba hyas nok ti lang bat ka sorkar Goyal ulaong balingba ki project ki ba shuden ye ki wa lani ki hydroelectric project kathong kalong banla ban Pynmih Kumba pa megawatt ha kini ki pra hadu Snem ki ban sawan Kumba 8,000 megawatt na ki project ki ba shutan lani pump storage hydro project ki project Bording na udoyong Kumba arspa sanpo megawatt ka Bording na kabatan na kasngi hapadeng sanpo hadu shispa megawatt but ka Bording na kala air Kumba prapo megawatt lada khenkelum lang yakini baro kathong kalong ban Pynmih Bording Kumba 8,000 hanyospa megawatt ha kini ki pra bat Snem.
In next 8 to 10 years or so, because these some of the projects are long gestation period projects, especially the hydro part. It requires a lot of environmental clearances and all those things. we for ourselves have set up some targets, like for example, in terms of hydro, the additional capacity, we have kept a target of around 300 megawatt. Part of it we are targeting through the second phase of Mynjur. Obviously, TPRs are almost towards the finalization, and with this policy, we now aim to find out a prospective partner. If the state government is not taking it on its own, this policy gives the flexibility to the state government to get partners or the joint ventures either with the central PSU or any other private player who gives the best deal as per the norms of this policy. So around 300 megawatt is what we are targeting in next 8 to 10 years under the hydropower. Under the pump storage, the feasibility studies have already started. We are waiting for this policy to be through so that we can start allocating the basins and the locations as far as the development of the pump storage is concerned. Again, the target we have kept slightly conservative of 2000 megawatt, but I am sure that with the kind of feasibilities which are coming up now by the central PSUs, these figures might go up. But we are keeping a conservative target of around 2000 megawatt of pump storage projects at various locations. Thermal, as all of you are aware, that the new pattern of the mining and all is through after the clearances from the Government of India. So maybe we are looking after either one or two projects of roughly around the capacity of 250 megawatts. At the 250 at the pit head, depending on but the major issue here as of today would be the allocation of the coal, so that the developers are aware that, and they are very sure that the coal is available at the negotiated prices for the next 25-30 years, which is normally the life cycle of the project, which we take into account. And then, of course, solar, we are looking something between 50 to 100 megawatt. We are not a very suitable state in terms of radiation, but there are certain locations wherein they are showing promising results in terms of setting up of those plants. So this is part. And of course, the wind is one we have kept an enabling provision in this policy, so that tomorrow if some developer shows some interest, we should have a policy in place so that we can help them out and give the incentives which are there in the policy. The total potential is roughly around, not much, roughly around 80 megawatt or so. So let us see how much of it we can realize in the days to come. Purpose of this policy. That is the purpose of this policy.
So,
So all the clearances, all the statutory requirements would be fulfilled. It's not like that there is no power project based on the thermal or the coal-based plants are not coming up in India. They are coming up after following all the rules and regulations, and we will follow the same.
Yeah, we are targeting that, and this power policy is in that direction only.
so you are sure that
Yeah, we are sure.
you will be power surplus within 5 years.
Why not?
So, what are the hurdles now?
Hurdles were many, but we are slowly coming up with a different strategy to tide over this situation. And we hope that even this year itself we will be able to minimize the load shedding also.
See, one thing you have to understand, the concept of the power surplus has not much meaning in the sense when we have got connected to one grid, which is the national grid. So it is basically the availability as well as the demand. And if the demand can be met through the cheaper source of power, which is economical for the corporation, we do all kinds of operations. Of course, the policy is aiming, as I mentioned earlier, that is aiming at the capacity addition, which will be in-house, especially when the hydro projects are there. They have a longer period of 50-60 years, and initial investments is high, but in the long terms, even after 15-20 years or 25 years, the power is as good as a free power to you. So this is what is the purpose, that we keep on adding the capacity as well as we keep on making our energy portfolio management quite professional, so that we do not end up with any power shortage.
And ask for pre-feasibility study. What is the status? Can you tell us?
The studies are going on. It's not 4. It's more than 4. For the two locations, we have got encouraging this thing. I'll share the names with you. Now, since the policy would be in place after a small modification with the Honorable Cabinet has directed, we'll make those the suggestions and directions given. We'll make those changes in this policy, and once we notify, that would be the next step that we get into the agreements with the developers. In this case, it will be mostly the central PSUs who will come here, and we take it from there forward.
Is it NTPC?
It is NTPC.
In what way we are going to take steps?
That's what we have taken a decision that we will have issue a circular to all government departments to kindly check that there is no chances of short circuiting. And if wires are and other appliances are old, they should immediately replace it. We'll give a general circular to all government departments, which will be binding to private consumers also.
So by when?
As soon as possible. Let us do it tomorrow, sir.
Citizen first is our motto. We believe that our citizens need to be connected with government for faster and efficient service delivery. I am happy to announce that we are coming up with a dedicated CM helpline call center.